Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Arlene. Today we're making a cheeseburger pie. I'm feeling like a cheeseburger girl today. Okay, as always, check in the description box. There's a little triangle. Click on it. The recipe, the breakdown, and the measurements for the recipe show up. Everything you need to know about this recipe is in that little box. Okay, let me give you the ingredients really quick. The first thing we're gonna need is 85% lean ground beef, and I already cooked mine, and I'll show you what I did to cook it. But it has to be 85%, otherwise you'll have to change the formula. We're gonna do some spaghetti squash, and this one I weighed it at the grocery store and it was a little under 2 pounds. We're gonna do 2% shredded cheese. I'm using a Mexican blend. Some onion powder and some garlic powder. A little bit of tomato paste. Some Worcestershire sauce. 2% Greek yogurt, and I'm using 5A, any Greek yogurt you have. And for a topping, some pickles. And I'm using the Famous Dave's signature spicy pickle deals. These are my husband's favorite. You guys know I don't like pickles, but for him, I'm gonna chop it off and I have to put it in, otherwise it's not a cheeseburger. Okay, let's get started. The first thing you're gonna do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You're gonna get your spaghetti squash, you're gonna stab it a few times, and we're gonna put this in the microwave for about 4 to 5 minutes on high until it's a little tender to the touch, okay? I'm gonna put this in the microwave and I'll come back in about 5 minutes. Be back in a few. Alrighty, the spaghetti squash is cooked. It took 4.5 minutes for my little under 2 pound spaghetti squash. I stabbed it, I put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, but at 4.5 minutes, it was already tender to the touch. I took the seeds out and threw them away. I scraped it, and this is what I have right now. Now that I weighed it for the amount that I needed, I'm cooking for more than one. We're gonna leave it in a bowl and let it cool just for a little bit. Now the ground beef, all I did was put it in a skillet with the onion powder and the garlic powder and cooked it completely. And now I'm just draining it. That's all I've done to it. Okay, in a small bowl, we're gonna grab our Greek yogurt and our tomato paste, and we're gonna add our Worcestershire sauce. And we're gonna mix this really well. Okay. Now we're gonna set this aside. In a baking dish, and I chose something that looks sort of like a pie dish that I've already sprayed with cooking spray. I am gonna grab my spaghetti squash that it's already cooled, and I am going to place it on my dish. And with my fingers, I'm gonna press this down. You wanna pack this down really good, so when you take it out of here, it looks like a pie. This is gonna be your crust. If it goes a little on the sides, even better. You just want it to look like a pie. We're gonna form an even layer. And I wanna compact it. I've noticed that if I compact it really good, it comes out really pretty. If it breaks up when you're taking it out, no big deal. You're still gonna eat it. This is, I got this recipe from our website, but as always, I modify it. I take a few things that I don't think are necessary and add others. Okay. Okay, let me show you. See? Okay, we're gonna put that aside again. And we're gonna go back to the yogurt mixture, and we're gonna add our cooked ground beef. And we're gonna combine this really good. You want all that ground beef to have that mixture. Okay, now this mixture, we're gonna pour it over the top of the spaghetti squash crust. I'm going to place this over the top. And again, we really want to pack this ground beef. Just form an even layer as much as you can. And pack it in, compact it. Just press it down so it gets a little hard. The more you pack it, the harder it is when you take it out, and it'll keep its form for your serving. To that, we're going to add our shredded cheese, and I already have mine pre-measured. We're going to add a layer of the shredded cheese. There's a little left, but it's for the end. Okay, we're going to bake this at a 400-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. Be back in about 40 minutes. It just came out of the oven. It took 40 minutes, and look, it's nice and crispy on the edges. It's super hot, so I'm going to let it sit for about 5 more minutes until the cheese is not so melty. Cut it like a pie, and then add the little toppings with the pickles. And there it is, guys. Cheeseburger pie. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video. Enjoy.